should possibly. It probably is, it probably isn't, who knows. Either way. Hello. I'm not going to wait the entire 8 minutes to just get in there. Finalised. Let's get rid of all that actually. Don't need that. And let's just go to. Hello. How are we all? You're going to go from Castle Kennedy, which is where we landed 2 weeks ago. Quite a long time. Yeah, I just didn't really wanting to get a flight in last week, but just did not get a chance. Working on a few different projects and then just took over. Yeah, just not. Yeah, just too busy. But anyway, so we're over here. We're gonna go through the Class D over at Belfast. Maybe overfly Belfast City, and then maybe overfly out as well. Maybe just go around a little bit, have a little look around. Do as usual, stay out the window thing. But if we need to intercept the Belfast VFR on an outbound F36001 up to Islay. May flip over to Campbelltown if we feel like it, do a touch and go, maybe. Setting ourselves up for the other MVDs in future episodes. Head up for the west coast, and then possibly over to Kirkwall, maybe, and then possibly up to the Shetlands. Maybe give you a look at the outer Skerries, Shetlands, and then probably just back down. Try and maybe just do an offline flight. I've just moved the aircraft back down over the water to Wick or something, but we'll see. No particularly solid plans or anything. Just nice and easy and relaxed. Let's just see how it goes. As I always say, if you are watching and you do want to get involved, feel free to do the chatty thing. Go from there. I don't know why this never saves the config that I want. Not that one. No. Set what I don't want. The TV. There we go. That's the one. Yeah, it's the only thing about this aircraft that I don't like. I should probably report it as a bug, to be fair, shouldn't I? But we'll see. Maybe one day I will. Right. Throttle, mixture. Flaps up, gear up, gear downswing, parking brake is set. Battery fired up. We will wait for things to just get sorted. We'll turn the knobs on since we're powering up. We shall prime the fuel pump, like we always do. Beacons on. We do the whole clear prop. Why not? It were being stupid yesterday too, and it wouldn't start. I was doing circuits for somebody. It was being particularly stupid then. 140. Do that. Just put Bellevue on, because that's roughly where we're going to go in EGPI. Literal nav map reckons about an hour. So we'll say an hour and 20, so we've got time to do some wriggling about. Gerald's is about 2.5 hours. Just check my phone. 2 POB, because I is large, and I probably count as 2 people to be fair. Yeah, it's true, I know, it's sad, but yeah. I accept I is fat. I accept it and I own it. Right, so we got that, which is good, get rid of that, we can go back to altitude. Connect, let's change the call sign. What do we say? G-Paul 336. Connect. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Hang on. Disconnect. I spell it wrong? Yeah, I did. Look, I put an I. Oops, daisy. May get kicked now for my actor for a quick connection, which is totally my fault. Nope, need to be good. Okay, nice. Let's set the transponder to VFR. And I think that's about it. I think we're wrong. Let's really the taxi out. Should we check the weather? No, I don't foresee this having a weather station. What is it? EGUZ? No, so let's have a quick look on little nav map. Where do you think the nearest is? Probably... Should we go off Belfast City, do you think? Down to WXEGAC. It's coming from sort of the north, isn't it? It's coming from the north, so we're probably going to be... We've already got a choice of these two, so... We'll do... We'll assume 2.6, that's easier. We'll just assume we'll be 2.6. Okay, let's set up some of the other gadget trays, so we don't have to. There we go, 1,000. Already set QH now. We're good to go. Let's pop some of these lights on, taxi lights. Yeah, let's go get out to the runway then. We're getting there, then we'll have a look at some scenery. But the weather was absolutely rubbish where I live yesterday. It just rained all day long. Today's quite nice though, the opposite. Well, it is set to rain this afternoon, but at the moment it's really actually quite nice. It's like 20 degrees, a bit too warm for me to be. Kind of everything. Look at how pretty that looks. So pretty. I know it sounds stupid, but I do like clouds. It's just so pretty to look at. So on the way to the runway, we'll get the sail set up now for the departure. So we're going to drop 1 notch on the flaps. The heading bug on the runway, heading on more or less. That's about there-ish, that's near enough. Volume check, there's no other traffic in the vicinity, which is nice. We've got the prop RPM and the mixture set to full, which is good. And a few lights that we require on. We'll put the landing lights on when we turn around. Yeah, that's about it, I think. You know, nothing too heavy to do. What have you all been up to? If anybody's actually there, I'm probably just sat talking to myself like some sort of psycho, but I don't mind doing that, to be fair. And the fence, mind the fence. I hate fences. Right, I've had to turn the pedals on. I have. And let's get lined up on the runway, and then I think we'll just stop for a couple of seconds and get some final preparations done. Okay, nice, parking brake can be set. Okay. Okay, so trim. We need to trim. No, 3 is about good. Yeah, I'm watching the stream on the YouTube. Hi, Amy. How are you? How's your day going? All right? I ain't not showing up on the stream. See if I can fix that. There we go. I'm not bad, thank you. How are you? How's your day been? Okay. It's like a massive delay, because that's the IVAO stuff, and I'm at the run round and watching the stream, and it's all very confusing. If I refresh it, looking down at the cockpit, I'm zoomed in, and Christ knows. I don't know what's going on. I think it's caught up a little bit. Anywho, I've been very well. Oh, sorry to hear that. Never fun being ill. It's always atrociously rubbish, isn't it? I was never ill, you know. I stopped smoking. I'm not saying start smoking, you're not ill, but now I'm never ill. Yeah, here we go. Come on, Bonanza, let's go. Yeah, I was never ill until I stopped. Once I stopped smoking, I managed to just catch literally everything. You know, the wind is coming from the northish. 80. Oh, what? I almost pressed the aircraft by taking off. Eh? How does that work? No, I didn't. I was literally. I don't even understand what happened then, to be honest, because just a normal takeoff. There's nothing unusual about that takeoff. Who knows? That was so strange. Okay, let's clean up the aircraft and let's get things back to runway. Very strange. Now, I'm very pleased to hear you feel a little bit better. That's good. Just drink plenty of fluids and I eat. When I'm ill, I eat because I love food. But I always think you need the fuel, you know. But I didn't cut the throttle. Yeah, it's not fun being ill. Yes, I don't know what happened. I don't know why it overstretched, because I didn't pull back fast or anything really. It was just a normal. Oh, come on. I can't actually hear the engine. That's half the problem, because I've got the sounds turned down that much. But I can't even really hear what's going on. Right. Get the throttle open. Who knows? We'll just try again. It's all we can do, isn't it? All we can do is just try again. Right, bring the throttle back to half an inch or so open. There we go. It started this time. The avionics are really nice. Forgot. Let's just start taxiing out and worry about everything else as we go, I suppose. It was a weird thing to happen. I don't know how we ever got anything. Nothing's lit up. Eh? Nothing's lit up. None of this is lit up. That's all done too. What's that saying there? This gives you like errors, doesn't it? But that's not even working. I'm not gonna restart the entire simulator. We don't need any of that stuff. Let's just go. I can quite happily fly by looking out the windows. And we of course have a little nav map. Probably not exactly airworthy and air legal and all that business. I really don't understand what's wrong with it, to be honest. last time this happened, they did just come back on at some point, so we'll hold the train, and we'll just hope that that's what's going to happen today. They'll just turn themselves back on at some point. But we have all the important stuff anyway. We don't have a radio, but we have all the important stuff. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let's turn it in. Landing lights can go on, taxi lights can go off. Give a little bit of power. I don't know why it looks stressed out. Nothing that I'm not. I always pull up a little bit. See? It's probably about now 85 knots. I always leave it to about 100 to about 80 to be honest. Sorry, it's probably about 85. I'm not a little bit like probably about. You just type fine and off the ground. Very strange. Very strange. Hopefully they'll just come back on at some point. So. Right to the back here. Does that right the way? The engine stop me, I think. Probably best not try it. And it flaps up here. Bring the front back there. Nice speed. We took off going places, so this heading should be nice. Nice cottage wind. You heard that wind from the nose key. Mixer. Let's just turn that back down a little bit. Is that better? Is that alright for everybody else? It's fine for me. Right, nice we stay with it. Just let go of the a little bit of trimming, I think. A little bit of trimming. Trimmer. Just look out the window. It's going to be quite hard to look out the window since I don't have any autopilot. Does the autopilot work? Autopilot is inoperable. Maybe we had some sort of like electronic failure on the plane, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. But autopilot's for the books. Get around. Bit of a peninsula over here. Right, so let's have a look a little at that map and then we'll work out which way Ireland is. Northern Ireland. We're going the right way. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to restart the entire simulator. I don't want to mess about and restart on the stream because it takes me ages to get the stupid stuff working anyway, to be honest. So that's the last thing I want to have to start doing, messing about with all of that. So we'll just do like this. We'll just fly by hand and we will just not worry about it. That's right. Hang on, let me just, I know I shouldn't be pausing in mid-air, wrong button. I know, I am on the right profile. I know it's very naughty me to pause in mid-air, don't do it. But I'm under ATC control. I only do it when I'm in the middle of nowhere, as I am to know. Why is it trimming ridiculously high? Could that trim? Is it trimmed itself to the... Is it updated? I'm not aware there's an update or something. It's handling very strange. What was the wind speed out there? 29 knots. Yeah. There's no planes anyway. I think there is one at Belfast. We're not going to be flying that, but having a look out the window basically. Oh, that's probably why. I left the window down. Took off. But why did you do it this time then? Very strange, isn't it? Who knows? I'm not a professional. Now, I was going to stream some ATC, because I've been thinking about streaming some ATC stuff for quite a while. I do enjoy the flying VFR, and I do enjoy flying my Bonanza around, and I do enjoy streaming the flights and talking to myself. It's weird. I do enjoy all of that. At the same time, I also do enjoy the ATC side of things, and I have been considering streaming some ATC. So I tend to normally do Scottish, or sometimes when I've been doing London, control. I won't distinct trim. Every time I put the trim, why is the autopilot on? Right, every time I trim, it needs to stay with the picture. Right, go up a little bit. We're at 4,000 feet. We're probably like super too high. It's good. Let's just trim it, so we'll just go down there. Yeah, anywho, as I was saying, I've been considering streaming some ATC stuff. So I normally tend to do London, or I tend to do... I prefer Scottish. I just like Scotland, it's just prettier, to be honest. And yeah, London's okay. I had a good little session last night, to be fair. Wasn't overly busy. I had a few... not paying attention there. I had a few aircraft into... where was I? I had a couple into East Midlands. And then I had a couple, there was another guy on East Midlands streaming, Empire King, I can't remember to be fair, but he was on East Midlands ground. There was another guy on East Midlands tower. Then we had another gentleman on London Heathrow approach, and yeah, we had a few aircraft into it. I think we had 2 out of East Midlands. We had 2 out and 2 in, I think. While I were on, then we had maybe 2 or 3 departures from Heathrow. Then we had a couple into Manchester, one into Guernsey. We had 1 or 2 into Stansted. I think one of the chaps took off from Luton up to Edinburgh. And yeah, it was a nice evening, to be honest. It was okay. Wasn't bad at all. Not heavy traffic, but just enough to keep it interesting. When you're doing London, it's such a massive area. Like at one point, I was vectoring an aircraft into East Midlands and Stansted, pretty much simultaneously, which I don't like doing. I try and plan it out a little bit better than that, to be fair. That was a little bit of a mess up. A little bit of a mess. I made that, to be honest, because I wouldn't normally, I was doing other stuff. I was working on the website and I was doing other stuff. I wasn't particularly paying full attention. Only about 80%, to be fair. And when I looked, I didn't. I vectored one off rather than the same, and then I realised that I put them on basically not a collision course with each other, but a collision course in the point that I'd have to vector them both. Luckily, East Midlands and Stansted are too far apart, so it wasn't a big deal, to be fair. I went into Gatwick at the same time, very slightly afterwards, but yeah, nothing major. I was hoping this is electronic indeed would have come back on. I wonder what happens if I turn on the battery. Nothing, is it? I guess the engine's providing the power in it now. I guess the alternator is charging the battery. And I'm guessing avionics obviously is a few little bits. I don't know. I'm not, as I say, I'm not going to restart the sim I really don't want to. And it would mean I wouldn't stream, to be honest, if I had to restart the sim. I wouldn't. I just apologise and just call it a day and go do something else. If I had to restart the flight sim takes a while. Hold up. Yeah, so maybe I might stream some ATC at some point. I do quite like it, much as I don't mind it. And I think you guys might find it. But I think some of you may find it interesting. And, yeah, I think maybe it'll be interesting, and I think maybe people can ask questions and stuff, and I can answer the questions. That's what I like about streaming, is I like the interactiveness. So yeah, I could make a video, so I could just record myself live. I could pop that video on YouTube and just let people watch it whenever they want. But I think with streaming, you get that little bit more, I don't know the word, but you get a little bit more of chit-chat, which I sort of like, to be fair. Like, I love answering questions, helping people and advising people. Yeah, it's just fun. A little bit of clouds. We're gonna drop. We're gonna try and be semi-realistic. You know I'm not the most realistic person in the world. I'm gonna try and be a little bit. So I'm gonna go try and get in below these clouds if I can. We're gonna be going north and look at that. That looks a little bit. Excuses, I am IFR rated, so if we do have to go in the clouds, I can. The airport should be somewhere. I reckon that might be it, you know. That's not it, is it? That's not it. I don't really know where the airport is, to be perfect. It's somewhere in front of us. Definitely somewhere in front of us. We may not get all the way over to Aldergrove. We'll see. What's the... if I move that to there, we're on this path. The highest point on this path is gotta be at least 2,000 feet. That's a safe altitude, it reckons. Little number. And then as I get towards... Sorry. On. I get towards... Once I get more towards out, there is a high spot, so yeah, that's why he's saying 2,000 feet, so it's probably that little lump you can just see in the horizon. Probably is that little lump that it wanted me to go 2,000 feet. Yeah, we can always turn before that, come out over the water. Yeah, let's have a look outside. I know I don't go outside, somebody said why don't I go outside. I just don't think to be fair. No. So we've got a south, more or less trip, really nice. The airport must be somewhere here where the water is. We're going to see it soon. Some docks and stuff coming up. See, ordinarily we are in Class D, so if there was a controller online, we'd have had to contact them, we'd have had to ask for clearance to enter the controlled airspace. As nobody's online, then I suppose it's class, you could maybe class it as uncontrolled airspace. Because obviously it's not real life sacrilege, I know, but it's not real life, so my opinion on it is, if a controller is online, then it's controlled airspace. If no one's online, it's uncontrolled airspace, no one's controlling it. Obviously it varies with class A, B, D, and E, and F, and things like that. But a standard route no one's on, and I don't worry about it, to be honest. Someone was on, I had a contact and asked for transit and such, but nobody is, so I don't worry about that. If London was on, or in this case we're in Scottish airspace, if Scottish was on, I'd caught it. Everything's top down. When you fly on IVAO, it's the same as other networks, which I won't name, because I don't want to. But when you fly on a network like IVAO, it's top down, so the highest position. So it's like if Scottish was on, I'd contact them. If Belfast Tower was on, I'd contact them to transit. Not now because I'm a bit far, but I'd contact them to transit, things like that. Nobody on, so I reckon that's the airport there, right on the aircraft nose, you know. Just right on the nose. I reckon that's the airport. Let's have a look outside. That's some sort of quarry there. Let's have a some sort of a quarry, a nice little lake. Or something. We'll have to find out. To have a look and try and find out what sort of quarry that was. Yeah, we might be okay to sneak around a sort of left of this lumpy little bit, because I do want to push a little bit to the west if we can. We might be okay to go a little bit, we'll go over the airport, I said we would, and then once we get over the airport, we may branch off, we may go south a tiny little bit, come around the other side of Alder Grove, overfly Belfast, Alder Grove, and then we'll head up to Islay. And that puts us in a really good, that's the airport now. That will put us in a really good position then to go up to the RMDs in a future session. Yeah, there we go. Not the best view, but it's just some freeway scenery, I think. Sim.to, I think it is. And we are 2,500, so we are okay to go over the hill. The hill is about 1,000 feet, about 990 feet. As long as I'm at 2, I'm 1,000 above, it's a global node. There it goes again. I think once you've seen a little bit of mist like here, so I think we're going to try and avoid that. Should we try and be all realistic and we go? Let's give it a go. Nice and high, we're alright for height. Right, so let's just head up to Islay then really, so we'll pick up the coast. We'll try and find somewhere called Castle. And once we find this place called Castle, it's just straight up north, basically from Lincoln. Trimmed alright, well, I don't want to mess with the trim, so I just sat down and I just mess with the trim. Well, as I said at the start, I did want to do a flight last week, but everything just got on top of me. I do housework on a Wednesday, right, remember. I do a bit of housework every day, but I do the bulk of it on a Wednesday, so I have to back through things like that, so like proper cleaning stuff, and the rest of the time just a quick wipe sort of thing. On a Wednesday I go to town and get everything like proper nice, and then the other days it's just a 5-minute job, just tinnivating things up, wiping things down, sort of thing. So yeah, by the time I'd done all the housework related stuff, I thought, right, I'll do a little flight, and then I loaded up flights in, then it crashed, loaded it up again, then then something else happened, and, oh no, she sent me a text saying, oh, Amazon is on the way, so I'm like, oh my Jesus, I said, I want to be like flying back to run downstairs. She said, oh, it's 2 stops away. I won't be that long, and you know, maybe 10 minutes or whatever, so I just totted off downstairs. And I carried on, I'll just do a little bit more, get a couple more jobs done while I'm down there. So I was doing like all the window sills and the window frames and things, there were 2 stops away, but it ended up being like an hour and a half. I was like, oh, no, I ain't got time to do anything that I want to do. And then she texted to go pick her up. Okay, I'll go pick her up now. But yeah, I just didn't get a chance. And then Thursday, I don't know what happened Thursday, I can't really remember. I got to be down on Thursday, visit him for an hour or 2. And I think I'm messing with some staff related stuff that I can't discuss. And I'm pretty much doing that on Friday. No, on Friday I decided. No, on Friday I was thinking about stuff, and I realised that when I wrote the script when I control, I have a little website that I use. Just makes it much easier. Just has all the information to hand. I can get all the information that I need to hand in one place. I don't have to have like 20 different things open and print off loads of things. So yes, I have a little website that I use. I'll probably show you one day when I'm done. If I ever do those ATCs, I'm sure you'll get to see it. I was thinking about that, and I remembered last time I used it, the transition level. Well, so I wrote a little script that took the QNH, and then if the QNH was in a particular range, it gave me the transition level. The problem with it was I'd only what is that up there? The problem is I'd only factored in a transition altitude of 6,000 feet. So at any airport that has a transition altitude of less than 6,000 feet, i.e. Manchester is 5,000, Inverness is 3,000 or 4,000. Yeah, long story short, it just didn't work, so I I spent probably about 2 hours Friday tweaking the code for that, getting it how I wanted it. I'm trying to yawn but not yawn, doesn't work, does it? So yeah, anyway, long story short again, by the time I'd done everything that I wanted to do, now I'm messing with some more other stuff that I can't mention on here. I was messing about with that as well, and then I just ran out of time, really. Flying is one of those things that I need to just do it. When I do it, I have time to do it. No, I have time to do this flight. You know, I have time to do another. I can fly it back if I wanted to. You know, I mean, I have probably 3 hours spare, but I tend to fill it up with other little projects. So, like, once I finish this stream, I'm gonna go down and check the washing machine, see if that's finished. If it has, I'll put it online. I'm gonna wipe the kitchen worktops again, because the kids have all got up and had breakfast. They do wipe it, but they do a crap job, to be honest, so I do it properly anyway. So then I'll be doing that. Then I'll probably run the vacuum cleaner around again. Then the other day I decided that I didn't like how when you click on the SIR code in Aurora's the IVAO ATC client, it gives you a random squawk code to assign, but it does just seem random. It's like you'll get one aircraft, I don't know, you'll have one aircraft going from Manchester to Amsterdam, for example, and it'll give you a squawk code of, I don't know, 6622. But the next one will be like 1146. You know, well then, oh, it just seems too random for my liking. So I decided that I'm going to write my own. So yeah, that's what I spent the majority of Friday afternoon doing, was writing. I created a database, and I put all the ICAO, well, the ICAO code. So like how England is like EG, other countries are different. So like France is LF, for example, and Italy's like LI, and things like that. So I spent a bit of time adding the stuff to a database, adding the information to a database table, and then yeah, writing a little bit of script to get the destination. I haven't done the arrivals one yet. But to get the destination airport, remove the last either 2 or 3 characters. Some of them are, I don't know the exact details, to be honest, but it's like, if you go to like America, they have like some airports that start K, I don't know, KP, but they've got some that start KS or KW, they've got loads, they all start with K. So some instances of the code search for a single character, some search for the first 2 characters. If it finds a match, it then uses the between function in MySQL to select a squawk code between those 2 values. So yeah, it works, it just needs refining now. I just need to put some error checking in, I need to put some comparisons in, just to double check that the squawk codes are not already in use. A lot of them are quite wide, so the chances are, I mean, I don't know, I've been thinking about different ways about doing it. One idea was to just have it pick the lowest number in the range. Oh, that's the door, hang on. Oh, just a postman. Parcel. I think it's just some letters. Right, where were we? Yeah, so, yeah. That's the sort of stuff that I like to prat about it, to be honest. It's just, yeah, it's just something to do, isn't it? I'm not liking the clouds, to be honest, in front of us, because this is, that little lumpy bit over there where the anything, that's Campbelltown area. This obviously is Northern Ireland. We're going basically there. And it looks a little bit crap, to be honest, doesn't it? It's not looking very good. Get a little bit more power. Let's get cracking to it. Let's just get a bit more speed up. Yes, that's how I fill my time, to be fair, praying about with projects that I've probably never used or in the... I've redesigned that website so many times. It's probably on about version 9. And to be honest, it's getting to the point where I'm already considering redesigning it, redeveloping it. I just do... the problem is, when you... I don't know if any of you have any experience in web design or anything like that, but for me, when I start a project, it starts tiny, and I try and be very careful about the structures, and I leave myself loads of comments to make it easier. But eventually, you start adding little bits in, and then you forget to documentate it, and you end up struggling to find stuff. Then it was a case of, shall I make this a function, or shall I just use it as it is? It's like, nah, I don't need it. Then it ends up being used 4 times, so really, it should be a function. So then I go back through and I make things into functions, and yeah, it's just a long way. So pretty. It's like that. Just like in the gap, I think. So if anybody is watching, what hobbies or interests do you have? Like the silence. I get none of you give me a topic, so I'm going to babble about something else. Pizza. What's your favourite pizza? My new favourite pizza is a meatball marinara. I think it's called pasta. Oh, it is amazing. I'm having one tonight, and I'm going to have another one tomorrow. Shh, don't tell anybody. That's a secret. My half is going to the cinema. No, she's off to the theatre to watch something called Six. No clue. And then she's going to a restaurant for meal with a mum and a sister and the daughter that are going, and then they're going to go out for a meal, and then they're going to go out to a restaurant for tea. So yeah, that just means that I will be home alone, so I can have whatever I want. Nobody will be able to press on me. Pizza again. No, I'm not even, to be fair, I'm not even over with pizza that much. But I do quite like these meatball marinade and marinara. I can't pronounce. Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, we're getting pushed. We're Yeah, they're getting pushed to the right. Yeah, we're getting really hammered here. Yeah, I'm not loving the look of those clouds, to be fair, but we'll have to see how it looks like. If we look behind, it looks quite similar. So we might be able to sneak in below them, to be fair. I know I said I wanted to go up the coast, but how long have we been going now? We've been going for nearly an hour or so. Yeah, a lot of about an hour and a half. I wonder if there's a bit more apartments or something. But I think we're going to be having... I think the gentleman who were going to be on London Heathrow last night said he was going to be on again tonight, which is wonderful. I may try and open up London. I'm not sure if my other half wants to play Rust. If you mentioned playing Dink. Rust is the Force White today of Rust. I don't know if any of you play Rust. It's a Force White today of Rust, so she was quite... well, at the start of the week she was quite looking forward to the fight and playing Rust, but now she's more bothered about Dink. If she's happy playing Dinkum, then I may just open up London 2.5 hours or so. Whatever that symbol is. Hello, sir. Severex. Hello, how are you? Tara, hello. Hello, how are you? You okay? Well? How's your day's been going? Okay? You having a good day? Cloud over there, that looks amazing. Also looks very low. We are over the ocean, so we can dip down 1,100 feet or so. Good. Glad to hear it. Money. Good because you've got loads of money or you want money. Money is the worst thing in the world, I think. Imagine if nobody had to worry about money. Imagine if everybody just could get what they needed. Not what they wanted, but what they needed. Money is the worst thing. I'm not really interested in money that much. We're not rich, we're not poor. We love money. I think most people do, to be fair, don't they? I think money is the magic thing, but I think you got to be careful because I think if you need to have a nice balanced life. I think obviously it's nice. Let's just descend a little bit here and get below these clouds. I do like pizza, yes. I don't know how long you've been watching, but I've just been discussing my pizza obsession with meatball pizzas. Absolutely love meatball pizzas. Not spicy though, I'm not a big fan of the spicy stuff, but the meatballs, the Asda do. Not in the UK or not, but Asda's like a supermarket over here, big shop. They do their own pizzas. Yeah, they're very nice. Yeah, but the meatball pizza. Yeah, you need to have a nice work-life balance. It's okay having loads of money. If you don't have any time to enjoy it, then what's the point of having loads of money, you know what I mean? That's my philosophy anyway. I've worked jobs where I've been working like 7 days a week. You don't have any time to spend it, so what's the point in earning it? Earning best, I suppose. Meatball pizzas also, this may make you like want to leave the stream, but I also like an Hawaiian pizza with the ham and the pineapple. A little bit controversial that one, I know, but yeah, that's the only two that I like. I don't like margarita. I don't see any point to a margarita pizza. They're just plain and boring and pointless. Whereas I do like the meatball ones. Yes, over to left, right, sorry, would become down. And then you can't, can we see it yet? Why not a bigger plane? Bigger planes are boring, is the answer. That's the simplest answer I can give you. I find flying IFR very, very well. It's like flying a big computer. You think about it, it's like this plane the autopilot's broken. I don't know why, but I've just been flying by hand for about an hour now, and it doesn't really bother me. I can trim the plane relatively okay and have fun. Beside a big commercial jet, you just sit there and watching it fly. You're not flying. You're watching the plane fly itself. You sit on the ground, program the flight management computer, and you take off, and you push a couple of buttons. You just sit there and watch it. F-15 Super Hornet. I'm not a massive fan of military stuff too fast for my slow reaction to the jets. Although we do get quite a lot of people flying the Mach Loop. You've heard of the Mach Loop down in Wales? We get quite a few people on the network flying that. And we do have special operations departments and events. There's actually a special operations event this month at the XU, the Fairfield Air Show. They're down in London, Brighton, I believe it is. That's going on next weekend on the network, I think. That'll be quite fun. Yeah, never really been into the whole military stuff. But this, I'll give you an answer. This is my an answer. I absolutely love flying around the UK. What's your favourite plane? Well, obviously the 15 Hornet, but the F-18 Hornets. Anything else? What's your favourite commercial plane do you have? Right, no, have fun playing with your mates, and have a great day. Nice to have a little chat with you, take care. Bye for now. Not too far away actually. Now I reckon another, let's have a look. Going about 100 knots. We do got another, but the wind is absolutely hammering us. We have about 25 miles, what, about 15 minutes or so to go. About 15 minutes to go. Yeah, I get asked that a lot. A lot of people jump in and they're like, "Look, why are you flying that little plane?" Because it's fun. I understand a lot of people, they just want to get in and fly the big jets, the Airbuses and the Boeings and things like that, and that's awesome. I spent years and years doing that. But that one back in the flight sim 2002 and flight sim X days. You had the auto pre-gen, and it's just dropped down a little bit. When you had the auto gen terrain, and you couldn't really see anything. You couldn't really touch. Like, I can literally fly around where I live. In Flight Sim 2020, you can recognise stuff. Like if you've never flown in 2020, then you can get it on the Game Pass, I think, for £1 or something. It is a massive game to install. FS2020, but it has got a 1-to-1 scale map of the world. You know, it's like, yeah, I don't know how much they updated, to be fair, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, we're getting there. This is the island coming up on our nose. Not really much to see, and I don't particularly know much about the area. It's a cool little island now. But I've not really had a chance to look for any landmarks, to be fair, before we fly. Normally before I do a flight, I plan the route, and then I look at any particular points of interest that I might want to point out to you all. And I'm not really, it's a bit of a rush job to me, and I just thought to myself, I want to fly. Where did I take off? Where did I land last time? And I looked and it was Castle Kennedy. And I thought, shall I stream? There was actually an update for the, what's it called? The Bandito. So I was tempted to do a flight in that, to be fair. A little IFR, VFR flight in that, maybe go from Edinburgh over to Islay, or something IFR-y, or maybe do Edinburgh to Manchester or Leeds or Belfast or something. But I thought, no, I've not had a chance, like I said, I flew in circuits the other day for a training session. I've not had a chance to fly properly like I'm doing now. 2 weeks, so I thought, nah, today's the day. Today is the day. So yeah, here we are. So, because we don't have any ability to navigate with any, we're going to have a look at this right now. So we're coming up. The path that we're on now takes us to a road, and that road leads to the airport. So let's get the south set up. Throttle's back a little bit, not much, just a little tad. Let's just trim the nose down now. Not much, just a couple of 100 feet a minute. We don't need to be going down at a rapid rate or anything as such, just a slow, very gradual descent. As I say, 200 feet, that's fine. 200 feet a minute would be spot on, I think, for this. Probably, I don't know. But it's just, I don't know how to describe it. I reckon it's about where I'm moving the cursor. You can see the cursor on the screen. Where this gap is between the instruments, straight up. Probably somewhere around there. Go over a little bit of an intake, which I reckon is on the nose. We'll see. There's no rush, but there is a bit of a run. Oh yeah, stuff to do. Got to try a new vacuum cleaner out. I'm not excited. I don't like change. Too quick. Just want to come down a couple of 100 feet a minute. Just very gradual. Try and do a little bit of trimming. We are getting blown by the wind, which is so annoying. Every time I trim it, the wind blows it off course. Yeah, this looks about nice. Which is looking good. Yeah, so a little bit of a not an overly scenic flight, I know, but you've got to get over the water somehow, haven't you? So I thought nipping down to Northern Ireland would be a little bit more interesting than just flying straight across the Irish Sea, to be fair. And I hope it has been. We're going to land at Islay and then we'll leave it there for today, and then in the next flight we'll probably head up to Barra, maybe. I want to start doing a few touch and goes, visiting more places and things, so we may go over to Oban, because I love Oban. We may go over to Oban, and then we may come back out from Oban to Tree. Then we may... Oh, we may... I don't know, to be honest. There's loads of options, that's the problem. So many different options, so many different ways that we could go. I do want to go to Oban, I do want to go to Barra. I'm not bothered about Stornoway, as it is just, I mean, I suppose it would be nice to show you guys as much the Hebrides as possible. And then we'll probably go visit a good friend of mine in Wick Airport. Once he's back on holiday, I'm sure he'll be giving us some ATC up there, which would be nice. Definitely want to show you guys, definitely want to go and see the outer Skerries, because that airport is immense. When I say airport, that piece of grass is immensely fun. Yes, so we'll just have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. As I say, I don't particularly plan much in advance. I tend to... My thought process is, I want to do a flight. Where was the plane when? Where did I land the plane last? It's, okay, where can I go in about an hour? Now, I look at little settings. Now, you should use DX11T. I'm pretty sure I am, to be fair. Pretty sure I am, but the computer's not exactly the world's best specs. It's only a... What is it? I think it's a Ryzen 7 57X. Yeah, I don't think it's 50, yeah, I think it's a 57. And then it's a NVIDIA RTX 3070 with 32 gigs or some brand of RAM. I'm not sure which RAM. I think it's like no, it's not Corsair, it's the other one. Oh, I can't think of the stupid name of it now. Crucial, critical, something like that, I'm sure it is. But yeah, not the best settings, but it is what it is, isn't it? You make the most of what you've got, don't you? You know what I mean? You make the most of what you can afford, really, don't you? Yeah, same to you, Dom. Have a wonderful day, and I wish you all the best. Take care. Nice to have a little quick chat with you. Take care. Bye for now. Okay, let's get set up for the landing, because we're not far. I don't think we're far. No, we're not far at all now. There was a brief road here. We follow, we get ourselves on the edge of these two roads. They're going to be pretty much right on the runway. We follow this little road that's straight in front of us here. We're going to be looking good, I think. Let's just get the speed down a little bit more. Can we the flaps to 1. We'll drop the gear. Actually, I'm not sure what that means, to be perfectly honest. Acronyms and me don't really go. I know, please, thank you. I'm not one of these ultra-realistic people, by no means, but we try and have fun, we try and visit nice places. Try and go to places where you wouldn't necessarily maybe be able to get. So here we go. nice speed's under control. Just looking for the airfield now. That little straight piece of road in front of us, it's quite hard to see. Just to the left of the engine. There it is. You see it just sort of where the mouse cursor is. See the mouse cursor? That little grey sliver. That's the runway. Once we get on the ground, we'll check those settings that were recommended. But I'm pretty sure I am, but we will double check once we're on. Okay, let's bring the speed down a little bit more. Get a little bit of trim up. We drop these flaps. It's looking good, that. Nice. That is looking very nice. Please with that. Could I see your VFR map if you are playing online? Can I join you? Yeah, I'm flying on the IVAO network. I don't know if you know what that is or not. It's IVAO.aero. If you type IVAO WebI, you'll see a big map. And then if you go to the area that I'm at, which is the west side of Scotland, you're able to see me on there. Let me just concentrate on landing, and then I'll show you the little nav map. Just give me a second. A little bit high, but I'm not overly worried. Bring the throttle back. Pretty long runway, so we don't need to be. We don't need to be. What's the speed? So I'm trying to read the comments. The video. I'm trying to read the comments rather than looking at what they're playing. Speed about right, 80 knots. That's nice. Yeah, well, never start on a runway on an online network. That's tip number one. If you're flying on an online network, never start on the runway. If you do, a lot of these little airfields, you do have to spawn on the runway, but then I recommend you move the plane off of the runway before you connect to any sort of network. Because you don't know if there's going to be people trying to land, and then if you're landing, oh, that was hard. I've got to stop reading the comments while trying to land, to be fair. But let me get parked up, and then I'll show you the little nav map, and then I will show you some other stuff. Yeah, I probably might not be that much today. I'll do a little flight. If you want to do a couple of circuits or whatever, I'd be up for that. I've got about a little bit of time spare. But if you've not flown on IVAO before, then you're gonna have to install some software, download things, and stop playing. Why won't you stop? Mess about a little bit. It's gonna take you a little bit of a while. So definitely, I always say people are more than welcome to fly with me on the streams. More than welcome. Right, that's packed. Let me show you a little nav map. If we press number 2, we're here at Islay. We get tidy up a little bit so we can see a little bit more of the map, maybe. Might help, might it? Yeah, so we took off from Castle Kennedy and we flew over to Belfast. Then we flew up from Belfast up to Islay. There we are. Let me just double check these settings that you recommended then. The general options. Yes, so we are on TA8 and we are on DX 12. Definitely look at changing that. No, you don't have to be sorry. Oh, it's me. I have a concentration span of a very short concentration span, to be honest. It's not difficult to not read the chat while you try to land, is it? But that's me. Yeah, so, okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. Right, let me get this web page open. Right, so this is the IVAO website. So I'm here, look. This is me here. That's me, I'm right there. To fly on the network, you need to go to this website and register. There's a whole bunch of steps you've got to do. It's got to be your real name and things like that. That's what they insist you use. Then you can download the software, which is Altitude, and then yeah, you can do online flying with people. You can do online controlling with people. At the moment, as you can see, there's somebody on Edinburgh Tower, so you can get a proper ATC service off of them. There's a couple of people down at East Midlands, you can get an ATC service off of them. But all the little red planes that you see, they're actual people. So they're actual people sat at the just like I'm doing right now, and we're flying online. The other ones, the people doing the ATC stuff. Obviously, it's but in the afternoon, so it's quite. And it is summer holidays and stuff like that, and people are out and about. But yeah, that's basically that. This is the software that you use to connect to the network with. Pretty nice piece of software, to be fair. And yeah, that's basically it, right? If you do flight sim, which I assume you do, and you've never flown online, I do recommend it. Back in just 1 minute. Back. How are we doing on fuel? No, we're not bad. Let's switch tanks. Let's clean up the aircraft. Sweet. Yeah, I don't fly with the whole flight sim multiplayer thing. I just don't like it. I prefer to fly on a network, then I get my hours logged, and you can do a little bit more, you know? It's fun. The question is, where am I going to go next flight now? That probably won't be today. But definitely we'll be flying again. Possibly next week now. Because it's there's stuff to do and not boring housework, boring stuff to do. But I really enjoyed that flight. I don't know why the plane malfunctioned on me. It would have been interesting. Let me go back to the menu. That's just the network thing disconnecting me since I went back to the menu. Right, so Islay is, where are we? There. That's Islay. Where's the parking? The parking's over here, look, so 7. Nice. or IAS, I am staying. That makes sense. I'm rubbish with acronyms. Now everything lights up. Typical. Typical, typical, typical. I think this is another scenery that I got from Flight Sim TO, to be fair. Pretty sure it is. Nice little I do think Logan Air actually fly in and out of it. It's not a little. Right, anywho, it's been absolutely fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you for those of you that got involved and chatted and kept me occupied and kept me chatting about things that weren't complete nonsense the entire flight. It's quite often what happens. But no, which is this. We'll definitely do a flight next week. I'm hoping to do. It's gonna probably be Thursdays, to be fair, because I think Thursdays I probably got the most available time on a Thursday. So it's gonna be on a Thursday, probably around about 11 o'clock UK, which would be about 10 Zulu. And that's gonna probably be the best day for me to do flights. Controlling, I'm not sure. As I said, I'd like to do one day of each. To be fair, I'd like to do a flight and stream it, chat and have a laugh. And I'd also like to do a session where I do some air traffic controlling as well, and we go from there, you know. Yeah. Right, anywho, thank you very much all for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. I wish you all the very best. Have wonderful days. And hopefully I'll see you again next Thursday around about 11 o'clock UK time. Right.